Black magic.
You've got to know, got to show, it's time to roll. So just tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you want, so just tell me what you want to hear.
Hi everybody, how's everyone at the Vegan Hippie Chick today? Enjoying the meals? Hello in the back, hey! Wow, you guys are a lively crowd. Who would have known vegans were so lively?
Settle down.
Settle down, settle down indeed. Ryan here with RATG TV. This is, which stands for, in case those of you that don't know, stands for Ryan and that guy. And that guy right there is the Welland Wingnut, Steve Lambert. And Mr. Lambert, how are you? It's been a week, our second week here at the Vegan Hippie Chick. Wow, right? This is a big deal. How are you feeling on our second week?
We didn't get thrown out first week, so I'm feeling good.
Right. We never get thrown out of a new place in the first week or two.
Right.
Give it time. Well, yes, well, this is not Facebook, and there are no mayoral candidates that are going to have me blocked from here. Ooh. Too soon? So Steve and I are here. Remembrance Day tomorrow. Because of that, we decided that today's topic of the show is going to be greatest war movies of all time. So we took to our fans on our fan page over on Ryan's All Things Geek and the Ryan Fun fan page and the RATG TV group. We asked you guys what were your favorite war movies, and we got a lot of answers. And of course, we've got a big crowd here today, so you guys feel free to give us your answers as well as we chime in. When it's time, wait your turn individually. Calm down, y'all. I know you're not. We can tell already, and now everybody knows. So perfect. And thank you for the like there, whoever liked it. Aside from that, of course, the one thing that we do every week as well is get everybody caught up in the week of entertainment and pop culture, and that's our This Week in Geek News that we do as well. We'll get to that. And Steve, you have no movie review this week?
No movie this week, sorry.
You have one job you have to do every week, and that's the review of movie.
I know.
You've let us down, and only give us a 5-second review of said movie.
The movies are expensive, and we have no budget.
This is very true. We have literally no budget, as you can tell. We have the budget of a MacBook Pro. With that in mind, though, I guess we just have the twig notes for you, and then we'll talk about the movies. Imagine if David Clow showed up and he just walked on in. Oh wait. Oh, that's quite the different comment to be getting.
Priest and behave.
You behave yourself there, folks. We both have a lot of news that we can get to for our This Week in Geek or our Twig Notes, which we'll get started right now. Steve, you get us started every week like you do with our horrible news usually.
Yeah, usually we do entertainment news, pop culture related, celebrity deaths. Don't have one of those this week, but
no celebrity deaths.
Being Remembrance Day, I am going to talk about a death. The last soldier that died in World War I. He was a Canadian soldier from Nova Scotia. His name was George Lawrence Price. He died 1 month away from his 26th birthday, 2 minutes away from the ceasefire.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. So today in Belgium, they erected a monument in his honor. They have a school also in a small town in Belgium named after him. So great honor for him and his family. And like you said, we decided to talk about war movies this week because it is Remembrance Day.
Yeah.
And
it's important to remember.
It's important to remember. So today, like I said, we'll remember George Lawrence Price and his commitment that he made to help bring peace to Canada.
Well, there you go. Well, we'll raise a glass for him. Cheers. All right. Now to some happier news. China's in the news again. China is trying to take our jobs now. And did you see this? Today they dropped their very first artificial intelligence AI news anchor. Yes.
And it wants to kill all humans.
It does. No, it said we could have it. We figured we're
Yeah.
just going to kill ourselves off quick enough. When it's AI, it has patience on its side. So I don't know. An AI anchorman, I don't really see a big deal with
No,
this.
and I don't see a difference. The anchors are usually so stiff anyways that
Well, exactly. And if you watch,
But yeah,
if you watch from like
perfect hair.
different, you see the different news corps, and I watch John Oliver every week, and he does a little clip where he shows all these different, like the St. Clair news groups and the different news channels throughout the states, and they all have the same taglines, and they're all saying the same thing. So it's not much different, like you said. They're already AI at this point. So, all right, what else you got for us?
mysterious cigar-shaped object
Oh, you stole my story.
flying through space.
The Oumuamua.
Omau,
Amauamua.
which means message from afar.
Right.
This thing was spotted last year, October of 2017, and it was noticed because of its peculiar trajectory
And shape.
and shape, not normal from asteroids and comets.
Right.
So,
So they were saying that there's a Harvard scientist that was saying that it could be a probe sent from aliens
right.
because of the weird shape and the trajectory this thing's taken. And he doubled down today and saying that for sure, like even if this isn't an alien, something sent from an alien probe, he said this is still something we've never seen, shape-wise or trajectory-wise, from a meteor or asteroid. So I don't know. Are they watching us? Were they watching the last elections? Is that why they were there? I think that's what it was.
They interfered.
It wasn't Russia tampering.
Right.
It was aliens tampering with the election. That all makes sense now. When they said it was aliens,
Right.
I just figured illegal aliens.
But on Mars, there's little green men, and from whatever planet Trump is from, there's little orange men.
From the planet Cheeto.
In the Lay's,
Just stop. Just
Lay's
stop.
galaxy. It could be a
Has
Milky Way.
anybody seen the new Netflix series Sabrina, The Chilling Tales of Sabrina? So it's based on Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the comic book, and then there was the TV show in the 90s, part of TGIF Friday. Wink, wink, trivia goers. Wink, wink. Just saying. So Netflix and Sabrina are being sued for $50 million from a satanic temple in New York, who claim that the Netflix show has copied their statue of Baphomet, who appears in 4 episodes. So for those 4 episodes, they believe that they should be compensated $50 million. That's that Netflix money, though. They've got that money. Is the type of thing, though, if they actually stole this idea or stole this picture, is that something you've got so much money, you're just like, here, take the money? Like, you're Netflix. Does
Right.
$50 million really matter to you if you're Netflix?
It's just some of that, like Michael Jackson go away money.
Too soon, man. Too soon. Is it really too soon? Deanna Hurst says, hi, Ryan and Steve. Hello, Deanna Hurst, our favorite,
From the Carolinas.
the Carolinas. Is
Yeah.
she from North Carolina? She's from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Right.
Woo! There we go. We have some great, and we mentioned that to her the last live stream we did, and she said she actually saw Heath Slater, who lives up the road from her. That's what I said. That's what I said. He's got kids, he's got kids. So, and she says, yes, well, we don't want to mention what the shape of the alien ship was because people are eating here.
It was cigar shaped.
It was cigar shaped. Yes, thank you. Yeah. So yeah, Netflix, pay that money. All right, you probably have this story, but you stole mine, so I'm still yours.
Sure.
So, any Breaking Bad fans out there? Did anybody watch Breaking Bad? I was not a fan. I got to say, I wasn't. Steve was a hardcore Breaking Bad fan. I am not.
So much so that I finally just got off that.
Well, your teeth look great. I guess there's a Breaking Bad movie coming, starring Aaron Paul, and this is going to be a continuation. This is going to take place after the events of the final episode of Breaking Bad. So, obviously, no Bryan Cranston.
No.
No.
Well, I mean, he wasn't pronounced dead on the show. he laid down and he was dying.
Right. So for those of us that remember the movie Shane, it's like that. It's going to be the argument of, did Shane really die at the end of the movie, or is he just? This is very true, and he can't outrun him for anything. All right, what do you got?
Do you Uber? Do you do the Uber?
I do not Uber. I practice safe Ubering.
Right.
So
Much like I'm sure all cabs now, they have cameras for self-protection mostly, right?
Yes, I saw
One particular Uber driver in Phoenix, Arizona, posted a video of some Ottawa Senator players riding in his cab, saying some not so nice things about their coach.
Yeah, they were trashing. What was it? Their penalty kill, or their specialty teams coach, and they had some really nasty things to say about him. And this Uber driver recorded it and then posted it all over social
because
media.
they did not tip.
Oh, it was because they didn't tip.
Because they did not tip.
Wait, now I'm unfamiliar. Are you automatically supposed to tip an Uber driver?
You can when you order it, or you can just give it to them.
Wait. So, but it's an automatic thing, like that you're expected to do.
It's like a restaurant, yeah.
Well, in a restaurant, I think you should.
Very good. But on phone.
Thank you. But Uber, that's weird. I'd never think to tip my taxi driver. I guess, I don't know. Maybe if he was a regular taxi driver who drove me all the time, I would tip him. Like my postman.
You're a postman?
You're one of those
Yes,
guys.
I give him a gift at Christmas. Okay, I give him a nice little fruit cake, and
You actually get your mail.
I get my. They tip taxi drivers in Quebec. Well, I think you have to in Quebec.
It's everywhere, everything, gas station,
Well,
everything.
because Quebec, if you don't, they'll headbutt you. Yeah, well, yeah. Je sais. Je comprends. That's all I got, though. All right. So Disney Plus. That is the new streaming service. Disney's been talking about for a long time. They've got a new streaming service to rival Netflix. And they've unveiled the name of it, and it's going to be called Disney Plus. Now you're going to be seeing new television shows on there starring actors from the movies, like the Marvel movies. So you're going to have a Scarlet Witch TV series with her and Paul Bettany reprising their roles, her being Elizabeth Olsen. There's going to be a Bucky movie, or a Bucky TV series with Falcon, which is going to be pretty cool. So yeah, and then you've got the one you're looking forward to, The Mandalorian, which is Jon Favreau talking about Boba Fett.
There's actually another one that was just announced. It was a Rogue One prequel,
Right.
starring Diego Luna.
Right, which I'm looking forward to that because he's the original. I know he's not the original, but going timeline wise, or I guess it would be around the same timeline. But he reminds me a lot of Han Solo.
Right.
Like, and he's like our modern take on Han Solo, which I really dig. I think this is going to be a good idea. My question is, with all these different streaming services, are people like, how much of the Disney service is it going to be worth it though? Like, you got to have new content all the time. Like, you can only watch the same. I can only watch Sleeping Beauty so many times. Oh, no. I've learned from children, you can watch Frozen unlimited amounts of times. There is no limit on watching Frozen.
That's going to be their babysitter here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not much different than my youth.
And the plus in Disney Plus is Disney Plus your money.
Yes, plus your money, exactly. Plus your soul. All right.
I know you haven't been watching The Walking Dead.
I have not, but Rick is gone.
Rick is gone. They've been building this thing as Rick's last episode. It's been no secret that from Comic-Con in San Diego this year, they're saying this would be his last season, and they went so far as to say how many episodes he was going to be in,
Right.
and build up his last episode. Spoilers. Only to have him carried away in a helicopter at the end and be saved by
Some unknown.
Jadis.
Oh,
the
not
leader of
Jadis.
the leader of the garbage people.
Oh.
So, and now AMC has announced that there will be 3 they haven't said if it's made for TV or big screen
Right,
movies,
right.
but there's going to be 3 movies starring Andrew Lincoln as Rick Ryan.
Now, is he in all 3?
Yes.
Or because I thought it was one movie was going to be centered around him and somebody else, and then there was going to be one with Maggie and someone, and then there was going to be
they've
one
also
with
said that he's not going to be coming back into the TV
Exactly.
universe.
Yeah, he's
So
done with the movies.
there will be no closure.
Well, my closure is that he's gone. Goodbye, Rick.
Thanks.
Cool. So I don't know about anybody else, but I've been watching the new DC streaming service show Titans. That's been getting a lot of hate by the fans. That they're not liking the Black Starfire, and they don't like it. They don't like that Dick Grayson or Robin swears, and there's a lot of swearing in this show. As a diehard comic book fan who's read a lot of Teen Titans and stuff, let me just say I love this show. Like it is so good. But it is not for kids. It is not Teen Titans Go. That is, I think, something very important for the folks to know. But yeah, really good show. Good acting on it. And I like how much that they stick to the actual source material of the comic books, as opposed to, I think some people are upset because it doesn't stick to, the story so much of the cartoon that was on, in the late 2000s or the early 2000s. But it sticks right to the comic book. So for me, who's a comic book nerd, that's what I prefer. I'd rather see it stick to the source material. I did see Black Lightning. That's a good show as well, yeah. Well, it's 2018. I think we need to change his name to Vulcan. They did that. They actually did that with him. And back in, I think, the 90s, they changed Black Lightning's name from Black Lightning to Vulcan. And I think it was just a way of trying to say, well, think about it. Almost every black superhero, their name is Black something. So.
As not to be confused with the alter ego White.
Right. Rhino.
Yeah, White Rhino. Right.
Which is our favorite strain. All right.
It is the most endangered.
Yes. Got anything else?
Last story, the game that just keeps breaking records, GTA 5 has sold 100 million copies.
How is this game still going? This game came out like 25 years ago.
Right.
I'm surprised it's still going. Like honestly, 100 million?
100 million copies.
Wow. Is that the highest grossing?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, awesome. Are you two having a vegan dinner this evening? I am going to. Steve's already ordered something.
Yeah.
His girlfriend is eating it right now on him, and I'm going to get something myself as well. Yes. But that's it for another edition of This Week in Geek, my friends. Falcon, Blade, Powerman, etc. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm not saying they're all pre-named Black something. All right. So that's it.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So that's it. There's no 5-second movie review this week. So I guess it's just time for us to thank our beautiful sponsors. Oh wait, we don't have any. So no, we'd like to thank, of course, everyone here over at the Vegan Hippie Chick. This is a great restaurant. Come and check it out. $5 Coronas, $5 glass of wine, and us. And it's trivia night tonight as well, starting at 8 o'clock tonight here, guys. $5 a player. Teams of 2 to 8. First place takes half the pot. Second place gets coupons for this great place.
Not that kind of pot.
Not that kind of pot. Yes, I'm sorry. I need to specify now the new laws. When I said they're going to take half the pot, I mean they're going to take half the marijuana. I mean half the winnings. The winnings. The round that word. All right. So, but yeah, like we said, with it being Remembrance Day tomorrow, we do want to talk about some of the greatest war movies that have ever came out. And we've gone to you, the fans, and of course, we have some of our own here. And we've got some fans here in the audience too that I'm sure have some answers. So, with that being said, I'm going to let Steve take over the mic and talk about some war movies he likes as I look up answers.
I did a top 5 list. Usually we do top 10, but I know there's a lot of people that are going to have a lot of the same answers. So, and unfortunately, probably a lot of my answers are going to be the more popular ones. But number 5, Apocalypse Now. Definitely one of the greatest all-time war movies. There's no, I know a lot of people would argue it probably should be higher up on the list, but
Yeah. I can't argue that one. So it's no big secret. I've never been a big war movie fan, just because I'm not a big fan of the realism of it. Which is funny. Like, I can watch a movie like Rambo, no problem, because it's so cartoonish and things like that. And I have watched Apocalypse Now, but watching movies like Platoon and things like that, and knowing, the realism of it and the lives that were lost, I've just never been into movies like that too much. That being said, Apocalypse Now is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life. You go to just Marlon Brando's improvisation scene. Mark Sheen, you think of just the things that went down on the set they're filming. They filmed right in Vietnam, right? So,
you got that knife, babe?
So,
Yeah, you got that knife?
and
I'll give it to you.
Steve is getting his Veg on. Oh, see what I did there? Was a thing. All right, what else you got?
My number 4, Saving Private Ryan. Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Probably the greatest actor of all time.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it's such an amazing cast too. It's such a great entourage of actors in that movie. Hard not to put that one in there.
Of course, the greatest was Tom Sizemore.
Yeah, I gotta love Tommy Sizemore. Nobody else does. Number 3, Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh, what a
the
good
late
pick.
great
Good
Robin
pick,
Williams.
good pick.
Showing some of his great acting chops in that one. My number 2, probably not one of the more popular answers, but it's definitely a great movie. If you've never seen it, I definitely highly recommend checking it out. And that is The Pianist.
Excuse me?
The Pianist. It's
Not here,
the
you
story
know.
of Vladislav Spielman, who was a piano player in Warsaw, Poland, and it's basically him trying to survive the war
Right.
as a Jew in hiding. Starring
Rough Lines?
no, okay.
Holly Hunter? No, that was the piano.
Yeah, that was the piano. Yeah, that guy.
So starring some people.
Yeah,
There were people there doing some things.
and number 1, being a Kubrick fan, gotta go Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, I can't argue any of that. And I am surprised, though, that you did not list your favorite of all the wars, Star Wars. It's a war movie. It's a war movie. It is a war movie. It has war in the title. Yeah, I know. All right, so some of the ones that we got here. Sarah Stewart, who's one of our trivia goers who can't make it tonight though, says The Deer Hunter is my top 10, and it's not so much about war itself as it is about its losses. Which it's that was one of those first movies that brought the Vietnam War back to you, like PTSD and things like that. It's a great pick. Kathleen Kimberly Horton. I don't know about a war movie. There's aspects of war in this movie, but Forrest Gump.
He was in the war.
No, yeah, he was in a war, and there were war moments.
But love is war.
Love is war. War is like a
I
box
love
of chocolate.
you, Jenny.
James Takeo says this classic movie is worth watching. All Quiet on the Western Front, the original 1930 version.
Never seen it.
No, I have never seen it either. Leo DeVille. Did I not just say that? DeVillis. Oh, well, I've been calling you DeVille. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I grew up watching Alvin and the Chipmunks, and you're like David Seville, but you're David DeVillis. See, I wasn't even close, was I? Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor.
Never seen it.
Ben Affleck. You've never seen Pearl Harbor?
Really
Wow.
4 hours of your life you never get that. Never.
Thank you.
It had a really good backstory too.
So it's like Titanic. I should just watch the ending.
Yeah.
Why watch just the ending of Titanic? You know how it's going to end. Like, we all knew how it was going to end. Oh, Cadence is a great answer. Cadence is one of my favorite, like one of my all-time favorite movies. Charlie Sheen, Lawrence Fishburne, keep it. Yeah, man, good call.
No platoon.
What, we haven't got there yet. Ooh, Schindler's List, another good one.
Boy in the striped pajamas.
I'm sorry?
The boy in the striped pajamas.
The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I don't think I know that one. Yeah, is it anything like Bananas in Pajamas?
And
Oh,
one
wow.
of the goes to the other side and he gets treated like.
Wow,
Yeah, it's good.
wow. See, now that's one of those ones that's gonna be too real for me. I'll watch it and I'll be like crying the entire time. Because, all right, so I'm a crier. Wait. So I guess it's time to try some vegan food here first. So let us first find out what do you have here?
This is the potato and black bean burger.
Potato and black bean burger.
Right, on panini. So it's
All right. I am going against my diet and eating some bread here. All right. I like food.
food is good.
Food is good. Thank you.
Yeah, I like it.
I like this, but to be fair, I eat the black bean pita pit.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I like this. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of all things potato and bean,
I'm not.
except for Mr. Bean.
He's a national treasure. I'll have you know.
I'm with you.
Not here though. Not here.
No.
Here he's buried treasure.
You can't make fun of Mr. Bean when the majority of our fans come from the United Kingdom.
I'll send all your hate mail to wellandontario@gmail.com.
That's right.
Why should they be persecuted because they can't?
Fair enough.
Crazy with him, I'm just saying.
Ryan can come get me anytime he wants.
I'm afraid for my life.
Yeah.
Do you take PayPal? Can I play trivia? You can't play trivia online. I'm sorry. It just doesn't work that way. There's no way to check to see if you're cheating. And you're from North Carolina. We know you cheat. Greatest cheater in the history of the game. Dirtiest player in the game. Deanna Hurst says Schindler's List and Casualties of War. Casualties of War, the Michael J. Fox, Sean Penn movie. What a great movie. Was that set in the Korean War or was it Vietnam? I can't remember, but it was one of the two. And what a really great movie. And that movie was the first time that I ever saw Michael J. Fox and thought, wow, this guy can do anything.
Not as Alex P. Keith.
Right, not as Alex P. Keith nor Marty McFly. Yeah, man. And, you know, from that, we got Frighteners, I think, next after that. So, you know, yeah, man, a great actor. Another great Canadian actor. So, good call there, Deanna. I like it. And the food looks good. The food is damn good.
This is poutine.
That is poutine. Wow, you were having a vegan poutine. Wait.
It has cucumber, olive. Yes, Greek. That is the Greek.
Greek poutine, and then we had the Hawaiian on top of the burger. That was Hawaiian mix on top
Oh,
of the
nice.
burger.
Okay. So the
Avocado, pineapple.
Yes, nice.
And then
I love
green-
avocado.
I know, it's all good. That's all I know. All of it.
I can't do it. All right. So we're moving on to the next one. And we got to Dave Benson. Dave, how you doing, brother? Dave says, All Quiet on the Western Front as well, the original. Have you seen that, Norm? Yeah, is it, or is it just overhyped?
It's hard because it's old.
Right. So it's like trying to watch the original Flash Gordon.
Screen ed class, right? You gotta watch the classes.
Right. No, not even that Flash.
Oh.
Pre that Flash. Pre
Not the Queen Flash.
good Flash. Yeah. Some of these older movies, and I'm sure they're good, but it's hard for them to hold up to today's standards, especially if you haven't seen them, you know, in their day and age. Will Mahoney, our good brother, Will Mahoney says Dunkirk. I've not seen Dunkirk
I haven't
yet.
seen Dunkirk yet either.
No. You saw it, Frank? No. And you know, is it just Nolan is just lost it at this point? Like, because I found with Christopher Nolan, even with the last couple Batman movies, it was just long-winded, you know? So
it's much like Dunkirk and Welland. It's just not worth
I
seeing.
didn't touch this part. Stop, buddy. You want
What
to
is it?
poutine?
That's
Great
the
poutine.
poutine?
There's a fresh fork.
Oh, I think
I didn't touch that part, so go ahead, buddy. I'm stuffed. So good. I'm so full.
you just don't want me to complete my diet, do you? This happened. All right. James Roberts says, Full Metal Jacket is the best, hands down, on my list as well. Yeah, Full Metal Jacket's that's a hard one to beat for.
Vincent D'Onofrio is just amazing.
Right, and I think that was Arlie Emery's first movie, right?
He was actually brought in on as a consultant, and the guy was just terrible that they had hired. They're just like, we want that guy.
Yeah, Matthew Modine was in this movie as well.
Speaking of Arlie Emery, I just watched Saving Silverman today.
I have no idea. I've never seen it, so I guess he was in it. What else we got here? Jay Van Truist says Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars. Those silly little
Wouldn't be a geek show without
Star Wars. Yeah, well, of course. And you know what, though? We need those Star Wars references because it is our show. So if one person did say that, I would have felt a little weird, honestly. What do you show?
Just our copyright.
Oh, no, that's the MTV one.
Right.
The Star Wars ones are, I almost wore that one today. Steve McGinnis. Our buddy Steve McGinnis that does our logo and does so many great stuff. Does the Rise of the Harvester comic book where there's a movie coming out soon. Ooh, do you want us to do something? Oh, okay. I didn't know. I was like, come on. Steve McGinnis says Saving Private Ryan is hands down my go-to war movie. Sadly, most World War II movies are from the Americans' point of view. That was a weird twist. Oh, Thin Red Line's another good one. Sean Penn. I think Sean Penn was in that one, was it not? Yeah. Jim Caviezel. Yeah.
MASH.
Was that? MASH. How has nobody said MASH yet? Right? MASH spawned an 11-year run television show spinoff from it. So, this is, what are we doing here? Okay, you gotta tell everybody.
This is the tree of giving. So if you come into the Vegan Hippie Chick and you make a donation for the Hope Center, you get to put an ornament on the tree in your name and your sign. And I made one for Mandy.
Nice. So that's what you do. Come on down here. Anyone who's here, you can do a $5 donation. Put your name on one of these Christmas bulbs. And yeah, the donation goes to, what'd you say? The
Hope Center.
The Hope Center.
Which is a great cause.
Yeah, great cause. We work with them quite a bit.
Yeah.
You work with them every year at the Zombie Walk.
Yeah. Record
Well done. Good
record
job.
amount of food raised this year. So
Awesome. Fantastic, folks. That's right on. All right, so we got some talking going back and forth here. The Imitation Game is a great one about how Britain cracked the Nazi secret coding machine. Ryan William Roll says.
well, no doubt they had a wizard.
They did have a wizard. Not only did they have a wizard, they had a wizard and the greatest detective of all time,
Right.
Sherlock Holmes. How could they not?
Right.
Just saying. I'm just saying. Ryan William Vole says Saving Private Ryan with the Imitation Game as well. David Schwartz says Platoon and Full Metal Jacket. I'm surprised we hadn't heard Platoon because I remember when we were kids, Platoon was that big, monumental, like it was an Oscar-winning movie, I believe, as well. You know, couldn't get into it.
No, I was never a big fan myself.
Yeah, too real, too real. Marie Holmes says, "Does Schindler's List count?" Yeah, I'd say so. It's not one I can watch all the time or even once a year, but it's still an incredible film.
I've seen it once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's one of those films that it's an incredible watch, and especially if you're into acting, it's a beautifully acted piece. The movie's directed and shot just great, but it is so real.
It's exhausting.
It is very exhausting watching that movie. It is just a once. You watch it once, one and done. That's what I always say, one and done.
You said that one.
Memphis Belle. That was was it an airport movie? Tom Berenger?
Yeah, I think so.
See, now I'm starting to ring some bells there. Starting to ring some Memphis bells. Christmas bells. Those are bulbs, though. And Jason Butter says, I don't even know how to say this. Passionelladelia. Passionelladelia. Passionelladelia.
God bless you.
Passion Daily. Passiondelia.
Passchendaele.
Passchendaele. No, some movie that we've never heard of. So
It's a family show.
Sorry. We can't know them all.
this has never ever
We
been
spend
a
80,
family
we
show.
spend 80% of our life watching TV for you people.
That's right. We spend all our time watching TV for our fans.
Right.
We don't do that for our own.
No, it's not
benefit.
for me.
No.
I'd
we
rather
do
be
this
doing
for
other
you
things.
folks. That's right. So yeah, that was everybody from Ryan's All Things Geek page, and everyone from my page. The only thing we didn't get was the RATG group, which we can get their answers if they count. I don't know if they count though. It's just Leo again. Leo DeVilliers. CC DeVilles.
There you go. You call me that from now on.
Pearl Harbor, Saving Private Ryan. And then Ryan Frank Brisson says Hamburger Hill.
Yeah.
Good one. Yeah, that's one I hadn't thought of at all either. So
And Frank, Ryan, you can't really say anything since you're, at the bottom of our fantasy football league. So was that one win this year?
are you talking about me?
No.
Oh.
I'm talking about the fans who commented on our page. I'm in the same fantasy football league.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because I'm doing horrible in my fantasy football league as well, but it's not your league. I have more than one win. Wow, that's really, really good though. Try the Greek poutine, folks. I highly recommend it. So that's basically it for. Oh yes, thank you for the like there. For all the different war movies that we had on there.
Hey, Biloxi Blues.
Biloxi Blues, Matthew Broderick. What are you guys doing? Googling just war movies right now? Like, what is going on here? Like, I'm getting ready for the trivia. We're gonna be. You guys are gonna just clean out on the war movies category. I'm telling you right now. So, but yeah, I don't know what I didn't put down my top five honestly. Listening to what everyone said, Cadence is honestly one of my all-time favorites. Apocalypse Now has got to be top of the list for me as well. Other war movies? Does The Expendables count?
Dirty Dozen.
Oh my God, The Dirty Dozen. Oh my God, The Dirty Dozen. I watched The Dirty Dozen with my grandfather. This is a movie like The Magnificent Seven that I think should be remade every generation. So whoever the best generation, whoever the action heroes are of that generation, they should always come out and do that movie. And now I know we kind of had it with The Expendables. It's supposed to be like their take on that. But oh my God, The Dirty Dozen. What? Lee Marvin, Charles Bronson, a bunch of other old guys I never heard of. Oh my God, Kelly Savalas. Oh my God, Leo.
Get this man a lollipop.
Get Leo a lollipop. They're looking at you, kid. Wait, no, that wasn't him.
Everyone under 40 is going, who the hell is Tully Savalas?
Yeah. Who loves you, baby? That's it. That's what I was looking for. So wow. Any other war movies out there?
Delta Force.
Delta Force. Wow. Now you guys are just reaching. I was just
War of the Roses. It says war in the title.
Was that Inglourious Bastards? Wow.
You know what? I left.
You didn't. Wow.
I left.
Wow.
I'm a
But you're not a Tarantino.
I am a
guy.
Tarantino
Are you
fan.
really?
I am a Tarantino fan.
But
I
was-
left.
Now, is Inglourious Bastards more a Tarantino movie or a Tarantino ish movie?
Yeah.
Where because he worked a lot with Eli Roth was in the movie, and I think he and Eli Roth brainstormed a lot of that movie together as well. So I don't know because you got to remember Tarantino did that a lot as well. His first movie, one of my all-time favorite Tarantino movies is True Romance, and that was one he did with. Like he was a writer on it, yeah. And so I forget who it did that movie.
Yeah.
Though. It was a big actor or a big director. The guy that did Natural Born Killers and JFK.
Oliver Stone.
Oliver Stone. So yeah, but yeah, folks, that's what we got there. Let's see some more there. What do we got? Go look at your other page. I've added a few you might like. Oh, you did. Gone with the Wind. It is a war movie. How about Behind Enemy Lines with Gene Hackman and Owen Wilson? Decent movie, very decent movie, underrated. And Enemy at the Gates.
Another one that just came into Empire of the Sun.
Empire of the Sun. Wait.
Yeah, that was Christian Bale as a young boy.
Right. You know, and I was thinking the Wesley Snipes Sean Connery movie instead. Right. That close. You see where I made a mistake. Jacob's Ladder with Tim Robbins.
Yeah. Vietnam flashbacks.
I never watched it. I always thought it was a horror movie. I thought it had something to do with that movie.
It was
under the
thriller.
stairs. Because it was around the same time as the people under the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sure.
yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You see. Yeah. All right. So that's basically it. Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Ridge was a good one. The thing I like about Hacksaw Ridge is I would like to imagine that I would be Andrew Garfield in that movie. Like if I was in war, but I know that if I was in a war and I had a gun in front of me, I would be shooting it. But I would like to believe that I would be Andrew Garfield. I would be the one saying I'm not going to fire a shot. But yeah, that might be another spoiler for tonight, folks. Trivia, folks.
If you want to stretch it, it's the Last Samurai.
Oh, I don't even think that's a stretch because that's the feudal samurai army, right? The feudal samurai, I guess I should say, against the Emperor's New Army. That was a great movie. When I talk about my all-time favorite movies, I always put that movie on there, and it's nothing to do with Tom Cruise.
Everybody's got a Tom Cruise movie, though.
I think, as much as we all think Tom Cruise is crazy, I should let me rephrase that. As much as we all know that Tom Cruise is crazy, stop it.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
He does more good movies than he does bad movies. And I would have to say that most movies that you watch with Tom Cruise, you enjoy him in it. Tropic Thunder.
That's my favorite Tom Cruise movie.
It's amazing. You know, The Last Samurai, the first Jack Reacher movie, Mission Impossible 3 through the last one, Risky Business, you know, The Outsiders. Listen, you get out of here with that Days of Thunder stuff. Just get out of here. No NASCAR in
Have you
here.
heard this? Speaking of Top Gun.
The Top Gun 2.
Yes, they have halted production of Top Gun 2 so that Tom Cruise can learn how to fly jets.
Okay, I have to say, I am shocked that he doesn't already know how to fly a plane.
Right?
No, and I'm absolutely serious. Right? Travolta? They know how to fly planes. Do they know how to fly jets?
So what we're saying here is all Scientologists know how to fly planes.
Burnt by the sun.
No.
Stop it, Icarus.
Until they can get
We
to
gotta vote to
until
push
they
this
can get to the asteroid that's going to fly by and pick them up.
Ooh, what if the Uluru asteroid is actually Oumuamua? Excuse me. What if the Oumuamua asteroid is actually the asteroid coming to pick up the Scientologists? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It could be a thing. I don't think it's a thing, but it could be a
Well,
thing.
hopefully it's not here to pick up the guys that wore the Adidas and jumpsuits in California in the 90s. It's a little late.
No, they're all dead.
Yeah.
They drank the Kool-Aid.
It's a little late.
You mean Run DMC?
That's what I'm like, what are you guys talking about Run DMC for? I'm like, wait, what? Just one of them died. I know this.
He
Yeah.
did not get on a plane or an asteroid.
I've got nothing for that one at all. Nothing at all for that one. So, folks, just a reminder, tonight here, 8 o'clock p.m., starting sharp, is trivia night, the inaugural trivia night here with Ryan at the Vegan Hippie Chick, 91 East Main Street. Come check us out. We got a full night of categories here. I don't know what any of them are though offhand, so I have to look at my notes. But let me say, TGIF, ABC, TGIF is going to be our first category. So if you guys remember, you guys are too young to remember TGIF. Dude, no. But I'm sure they know a lot of the
Fuller House.
They know Fuller House. They know Girl Meets World. What? Hey, there you go. Dude, I just got smacked down. Sorry. Sorry. I presume too much. But yeah, so we got the TGIF Friday sitcoms and shows that are going to be our first round. Second round, because of Remembrance Day, we're going to do war movies. So you're going to hear a lot of stuff we just talked about. It's going to be in some of those. Of course, the TV show Friends is going to be another category. And then we are going to close the show with our music round. And the music round this week will be 80s music. So get your 80s